Asugulila, Santa Sandy, Yummy. Go by the Tanda, oh, mama. Asugulila, Santa Sandy, Yummy. Mama, one twilight. Hey, what's good, everybody? Thank you very much for checking me out. Let me tell you something. Why do I have to apply for a visa to visit the continent of Africa? Why do I need to go through a process to apply for a visa, to show my bank statement, to show certain things before I go and visit the continent? We have about 54 African countries on the African continent. And at some point, in other places, you need to put in an application for a visa before you can travel to that country. Now, the good news coming from Ghana on the 18th of December 2024 states that if you are an African passport holder and you want to visit Ghana, the gateway to Africa, the red, the yellow, the green, and the black star in the middle, if you're ready to explore my country, Ghana, then my president, who is about to leave office, is telling us that from January 2025, if you're an African passport holder, you do not need a visa to visit Ghana. God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. This is part of our Ghana national anthem. Listen to the words. So now, in 2018, I decided to start traveling within Africa. I was like, I've been, traveling around Ghana, to all the regions in Ghana. So I was like, I think it's about time I explore more. So my first travel, I remember I took a loan from the bank. Yes, because I was eager to travel. I was ready to travel. I was like, there is more to see apart from Ghana. So I made up my plans. I went for a loan, a bank loan, and I made my plans. And I decided to kill two birds with one stone. So I did what I had to do. I went online. I didn't know anybody in outside Ghana. In some of these African countries. So I went online and I started looking for someone in Kenya and someone in Tanzania. And through social media, I'm telling you, through social media, I got to connect with one person from each of these countries. So I picked my bag and I did my research. I realized that if you're a Ghanaian passport holder traveling through Kenya and then Tanzania, you did not need a visa. So I packed my bag. I went to the airport. That was my first time. It was a virgin passport. So I went to the airport. I did what I had to do. They asked me, where will you, sleep, blah, blah, blah. I gave them all the hotel and whatever. I got to Kenya. So I got to Kenya. 4 days later, I went to Tanzania with a bus. So I did 2 countries. I came to Ghana and I did 2 other countries which are in the western part of Africa. So I did that with Ben Kwesian and my brother, who is a tour guide. So we went to Togo, and then for 1 day, then we went to Benin for 1 day. I remember when we were entering Benin, we did some Kululu stuff. We got stamped in Togo that we are leaving Togo to Benin. But when we got to Benin, there were so many people who were like, yo, you guys are wasting our time. So we just went through the country, did whatever we wanted to do. When we're coming back, the girl saw our passport and said, there's no stamp showing that you came through Togo to Benin. So we're not going to stamp. Yay! So we had to go back to the Togo border. We had to talk to them, beg them. Then they had to put in the stamp. It was a whole lot of things. And thanks to whoever did that for us, he didn't take us any money, but we explained to them that this was a situation that let us enter, Benin without getting the Benin stamp. So, and then after that, so then we had done 4 African countries. So when I came back, I was like, certain things are like addictive. When I had my first tattoo, with my son's name, and then the next I was like, yo, I want to have another one. Now I have all of it on here and then some here. So traveling is also addictive like that. So when I came, I did Dubai and then came back and I did, I think, 4 other African countries. I did Rwanda, I did Ethiopia, I did South Africa twice, I did Eswatini, and these are beautiful African countries that I think that the people within the continent should be able to travel through. You know, I understand that you know, people want to take security, you know, seriously. All other countries want to take their security issues very seriously and all that. So yes, they have to check, you know, do this and do that. But I think that what Ghana has decided to do now, to give free visa entry into Ghana wherever you're coming from within Africa, is one of the most beautiful things that I think is happening in Ghana right now. That with your passport, whether your Nigerian passport, your Rwandan passport, your Seychelles passport, Cape Verde passport, I mean, you can come into Ghana without any visa. So one way that I think this is going to help is, I remember there is this project that they started, African Trade Union, something where Africans can easily, you know, trade among ourselves. And I think it's good because when you go to Europe, which I have never been to, I hope that 2025 I'll get opportunity to go explore Europe. When you get to Europe, there's this Schengen visa that allows you to travel about 25 European countries: Germany, Iceland, Spain, Italy, France, Netherlands, Denmark, and all these countries, which I think it makes it easy for people to buy and sell, to do business, and to move around and to explore. So I am very happy that Ghana is now saying that from January 2025, you can come into the country without a visa. You don't need to apply for anything. So all my girlfriends that I had doing all these, you know, traveling within these African countries, I am telling you that this is the time for you to come and visit. All you need is to get your ticket, your plane ticket, and then you are on your way to Ghana. And like I also said, it's a good way for Africans to trade among themselves, to do business among themselves, which is going to help, you know, put Africa in a different way. I am just thinking that one day Africans would agree to spend one money, even if it is within the sections within Africa, the Eastern Africa, the Western Africa. Because I remember when I went to Togo and Benin, you could spend the same money in Togo and in Benin. So if Ghana and Nigeria and Togo and Benin and Ivory Coast will come together, you know, we call it Ekow, to spend one money, yo, that's going to be something like huge and big. But anyway, like I said, I'm very happy. I decided to bring you this to let you know that whichever African country passport that you hold, if you want to come to Ghana in January, from January 2025 going, you don't need a visa. Just buy your ticket, fly to the country, and make sure you explore Ghana to the fullest. Peace out.
Station plane that we came to city, man. Check